Are you ready?
We are live on the mic with our host DJ Duss and Bamboo Bam.
Bam!
Let's get this show started.
Oh, what's up? I'm your host, DJ Duss. The guy next to me is Bamboo. Bam, look who we found, man. Old friend Jones. Have mercy. What's up, my brother?
What are you saying, guys?
Good,
bro.
man. Good.
Chilling.
Jones, I've always had good times with Jones at the studio with some fucked up conversations him and I have. So having him on the podcast for me is heavy. I love it. You know, I love it. I love it. Anyways, this episode is aired on Halloween. So have you guys ever dressed up for Halloween?
Happy Halloween, people. Not really.
Yeah, neither did I. I love. You have? What do you? What's your favorite costume, Jones?
I mean, it depends, man. You know what I mean? Depends. I mean, sometimes I dress up maybe I'll go with a penis and a scrotum. Right? You know what I mean?
Jones, I'll be a dickhead. I'll be like, isn't that your everyday look?
Starting this shit already.
But it's a pretty easy costume, right? You just grab two basketballs, attach them to the side of your side, right?
Yeah.
You know? And then sometimes you could go as a Rubik's Cube, just go inside a box and paint outside the colors.
True. I just never. I can't say I don't enjoy it. Like when I go to the bar. Don't get me wrong. I like to see what when I DJ'd. I did security at Le Scratch, and these people wore the Planet of the Apes outfit, bro, to a T, like fucking Hollywood fucking costume.
They dress up. They be dressing.
But
up.
how do you
They
ID them? Like who the fuck? Like rip your fucking shit off? You're just like, I guess you're getting in. You know what I mean? They end up winning costume of the year. But I love when people go out and but me personally, I just don't want to put the shit on me or anything like that.
Some people like to make that effort, man.
I totally get that, man. I totally get it. But for me, I
listen. I know before COVID, I used to go down to this place downtown, and I used to like a ritual every Halloween weekend.
Yeah.
You put on something. I mean, I think for the most part, I go with those masks from Venice. You know those masks that they would have. It's just a sort of a face mask.
Okay.
It just covers your eyes and your nose, kind of thing.
Oh yes.
Right.
Yeah. So often, I mean, just to go to a Halloween party, you put on one of those Venetian masks, and you're dressed up as Halloween, bro.
Yeah, Halloween is definitely people have taken it real far, man. Trust me, they love that costumes. And we'll get into another day of this topic where the women look a little extra hoary on Halloween, little extra, guys. Anyways, Bam, I never sent Jones. By the way, you did more homework than Bam. Bam never asked me to send him anything, so I don't give a fuck. So Bam has no idea. You have more of an idea. Actually, my co-host today is Jones, and our guest today is Bamboo.
Perfect. Let's do it.
I'm filling in.
Let's do it.
What we did is I got a video. Me and Bam have always talked about electric cars, and Bam's an electrician, and he's excited because this could give him work till whenever, bro. Because if things have to switch over, Bam, you said you got work forever, right?
It's work.
I read through I went through another video, and it brought the different aspect of how almost this is impossible. Okay, this video.
Okay.
Yeah, and it wasn't. I thought about this, but I wasn't. I can't be the one mentioning it like I fucking know what I'm talking about. But this video, Bam, I want both your perspectives. This video is about a minute long. I'll play it.
We want to go all electric by 2035. Is it practical to do it now?
Well, we can make this whole discussion easy with the two-letter word, no. There's no such thing, of course, as a zero-emissions vehicle. The real question is, where are the emissions associated with the electric car? Because what you do with an electric vehicle is you don't eliminate emissions, you export them somewhere else. You have to dig up about 500,000 pounds of materials to make a single 1,000-pound battery. It takes 100 to 300 barrels of oil to manufacture a battery that can hold 1 barrel of oil equivalent of energy. Just manufacturing the battery can have a carbon debt rate ranging from 10 tons to 40 tons of CO2. And the plans that are in place to increase the use of batteries will require an increase in production of minerals like lithium, cobalt, zinc. Demand for those minerals will increase between 400% and 4,000%. There isn't enough mining in the world to make enough batteries for that many people for their car.
Bam.
You want to start with me?
Yeah, Mr. Electrician.
That sounds like the oil company, the gas company trying to get rid of electric. Because once you think about it, yes, you have to dig up those materials to make these batteries. How long do these batteries last? You know what I mean? You could probably still pick up an old cell phone, the big block one right now, turn it on and the battery still work. So think about all the emissions you'll save once you created that battery. You see what I'm saying?
There's only a limited of minerals out there.
Yeah, but the world is full of it. You understand what I'm saying? And once we get what we need, we can reuse it. We can do what we need to do with this battery. You see what I mean? That battery will last longer than the fact that we got to keep going, keep using gas, keep doing all that bullshit. You see what I'm saying? So yes, the impact is going to be great on the planet, but once we achieve that goal, what about the emissions? Gone. Do you understand? We won't be damaging anything. And when we're digging up this material, yeah, we're using gas to get it, but after that, are we going to use gas anymore? You see what I'm saying? No country is dependent on any other country at this point.
Jones, are you interested in an electric car?
I mean, listen, I'm gonna take my 2 basketballs and try and put this in. I mean, look, it's basically what they're trying to do is give you a plan. This climate change depends. You know, the left loves to talk about the climate change. The right is not so big on it. Listen, whatever's good for the planet is good for the planet. I mean, we already see the signs of things that are happening, and we can deduce as much knowledge as we have that it's better to be preventative. With that being said, hey, listen, it's short-term suffering for long-term gain. That's what I see in some videos. That's what it is. Short-term suffering for long-term gain. If this is where we're going, hey, there's money to be made, right?
There's no bigger fan than me wanting an electric car. Bam knows this.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And I love the smoothness. Some of the new ones have a sleekness to it. I think back in the day, you could have had a silencer in a Tesla and no one would even know you're dead. You know what I mean? You know, you just roll by, no one even knows what the fuck happened. These things are fucking amazing. But what I love, what I'm trying to say is when in this video, they're saying there's not enough materials to make an electric car for everyone. Now, does that raise the price of the electric car? Does this the demand meaning, hey man, now if you want this car, it's going to go up in demand.
There is enough material for everyone to have an electric car.
I love Bam because Bam is the best right here. Because Bam looks like he's the material man. Like he knows everything. You know?
Because nobody really has tapped that resource. So who really knows how much is there? You get what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
And it's not like they're using one particular material to make a battery.
Yeah.
He labeled 4 different materials around the globe. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, it doesn't matter if the car runs off that particular battery. You know what I mean? Every car is going to be made from a different battery. You see what I'm saying? So everybody can have one.
No, but they got to find a proper way to recycle this shit and.
Well, this is the scenario of what they do with nuclear rods. Do they figure out how to, they got to bury it for 100,000 years? You know what I mean? Until it stop being nuclear? You see what I'm saying? So it's something that's got to be dealt with, but it's not as bad as nuclear.
Do you guys both believe in climate change? Have you felt it? Have you guys been around long enough to think there's a huge difference?
I mean,
there's a big difference.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it depends on how much you got your ear to the ground. Your eyes on the TV. You see stuff, but I mean, what has happened before is happening now. What has happened now will happen in the future. Mm-hmm. We're going to find out, right? I mean, like I said, you really have to be sort of within that field to really see the difference. I mean, you see the documentaries of like up north and how the icebergs are melting and stuff.
That's right.
Like that. People are showing you things, so it's what you believe, right? You know what? Let me just go back to that point though. They're talking about the battery and stuff like that. I'm just like, well, is everybody going to be able to afford it, or is it just a certain echelon of people? Then eventually, everybody's going to have it.
Everybody's going to have it.
I think they're going with everybody's going to have one.
So it's not going to be like, okay, like when the TV first came out, only rich people had TVs and people still had to use radio. Then eventually they made it available to all consumers. Is that, you think it's just going to be available to all consumers right away?
I think their goal is to be available to all consumers.
Okay.
Right.
Watching this video, if it's real or not, if they implement the seed into your head and tell you that there's only X amount of batteries that could be made,
right
now this car value will go up.
Right. See?
Right.
This is where
but
this
that's
is where.
politics.
What's that?
That's politics. That's the rich getting richer.
Of course.
Off of our backs.
But that's
see
my
what I'm
point.
saying?
But that's my point, right? It's exactly going to be like for right now. You got what, the Tesla? You got certain cars coming out now, right?
Yeah, Tesla. I see a shitload of the Mustangs out now.
Right.
BMW has one. Yeah, they're a bit everywhere now.
But you got to pay a premium for that, right?
It's not cheap. No, not at all, man.
No,
It's not
cheap.
for the masses.
Nope.
Right? So it's slowly
Okay. It's a yes and no. I talked to a dude when I made some deliveries that has a Tesla. I talked to everyone that has one. I'm more curious. I don't want to be fed through the advertising of the computer or TVs. I want to talk to a fucking owner, because sometimes you will meet that one straight up guy who go, thing's a piece of shit. You know what I mean? I want to hear the guy. And this one dude brought it down to me. He goes, I pay about $900 a month, and that sounds super expensive.
Yeah.
But then again, he said he saved $400 from electricity to fuel. He has no more oil changes. His brakes last 200,000 kilometers. I said, "What? That's impossible." I go, "What do you mean your brakes last?" He goes, "When you let go of the gas, the electricity stops going in, so it automatically slows down your car. So the momentum is not there like it would be on a gas car." He goes, "There's a lot of other stuff that you're not, because when people see the $900 price, it's expensive. But humans, if you sold 9 things at $100 a piece, they might not consider it expensive. But if you sold it all at once at $900, they look at a big number and they go, whoa, that's too much. That's too much." So at the end of the day, he's like, it always will almost break out to being even. It's the government's never going to give you something to benefit yourself. Let's just be real. But they're also not going to fuck themselves, right?
Yeah.
That's a fact. They're going to be like, yo, bro, I'm not giving you this card $500 and you're going to save $300. There's no fucking way they're going to do that. What I'm worried about the electric car is now the electricity is going to go up.
Yeah.
We all get a fucking car. They're going to be like, oh, yeah? You think you didn't buy fuel, motherfucker? You're getting. Oh, you have a fucking charging station? You're going to pay a charging price for electricity. That's where it's going to go.
Yeah.
Where, again, we're not going to save. And, again, we're going to be fucked because we'll have no choice.
See, and this is what I disagree with, the no choice scenario.
Oh, yeah,
You know
tell
what
me,
I mean?
electrician.
You know, everybody right now, the government is getting sneaky in a way of
Yes.
saying, hey, let me put solar panels on your roof so we can collect the energy
That's right.
from the solar panel and then sell it back to you for a little bit cheaper, right? That's a scam right off the back. Nobody don't see it. They don't realize it. But if you get the panels yourself and put the panels on your house, you don't have to actually use the panels to supply your house with power. You can use those panels to charge your car.
And this is where it comes back. But Jones, listen to this. This is where it's going to come back around. And where does this energy get stored into?
Into your car battery.
Directly?
Directly. See,
No, it has to go to another battery from the battery into your car.
Listen to me. You can charge your battery with your fucking solar panels.
So if you
set it
work
up
during
right.
the day, listen, you work during the day, you're gone all fucking day. You come back at night. Do you think these fucking these solar panels are going to charge your battery when there's no more sun?
They will they will charge your battery. Trust me.
With no sun.
With sun, and this is the thing. Everybody think you need all full sun. You might not get a full supercharge without
So
the
I
sun,
worked at 7
but it
o'clock this
works.
morning. I woke up I left my house at 6:05. It was dark. I showed back home at 7 p.m. It was dark. How does this solar panel benefit my electric car?
Because once your battery is charged, your car is good. You see what I'm saying? So during that sun all day or whatever cloudy day.
But where
whatever
is
it
this energy being stored into?
In your car battery. You understand? Your car has a battery.
Could you fucking help me here? Does he understand that my car's not at home?
Okay, so what? Okay. So let's make this.
I know. I got you. With your car not at home. I get you.
Yeah, I didn't take the fucking bus to work. I took my car. My car's at work. There's no solar panels.
Yeah.
But if you took your car to work and you stopped using your car, you think your battery drained? Because
Well, no,
remember,
there's a certain
you
amount
at
of
work,
kilometers. I'm just saying, where does it? Okay, fuck, man. I swear.
Okay,
this
so-
is
so let me-
Jones. This is why we don't do this in the fucking same room, bro.
you
This is
gotta-
why we
you
don't
gotta
do this
say
in
it
the same
right.
room.
You gotta say it
I
right.
fucking throw something at this guy. He's not listening.
Okay, so let me get this clear. You need to charge your car, right? You're charging it overnight at your house. So that means you're not getting any sun.
Any juice that's going
not
through the
getting
solar
any-
panel into your
Right.
car, meaning you
Right.
need to get more batteries, right? That we're talking about
Right. So
to feed the batteries. The batteries is going to feed your car overnight.
right.
So now we're still gonna have more of a battery problem, which this fucking Momo in the video is gonna be more right than he was yesterday.
See, but your initial conversation was the fact that the government's going to trap you. You see what I'm saying? In the sense of,
Well, of course they're gonna trap us. They're gonna fucking create a law, bro.
All day they're going to be collecting energy from off the top of your roof to set you back at nighttime. You understand?
Yes.
But if you do get battery storage in your house for whatever case may be, because the bottom line is the energy going to be there all the time? No. Something might happen. The grid might go down.
Yes.
You're going to be happy you got those batteries in your house.
100%.
Or you're going to be happy that you can able
But
to
you
charge
act
your
like the
car.
government's not gonna make up a fucking law. He gets mad at me like I'm the fucking prime minister over here.
The law is already made, and y'all don't realize it. You have to pay to be on the grid. By law, you have to be connected
No matter
to the
what.
grid, no
Yes.
matter what.
Even if you
understand?
use no power, you still get a charge.
You still get a charge.
Yes,
for
I know
being,
that.
being on the grid. So this
So
is the
you're
problem.
telling me we put solar panels on. My neighbor decides to go, hey man, I think this guy's doing something, calls Hydro One or whatever fucking hydro shit we're on.
Yeah.
You don't think we're gonna get a fine or
No. Why?
Okay.
Why would you get a fine?
I don't know what it's like there in the East Coast, bro. I don't know if you guys are fucking losing it, but
why would you get a fine for having something on your property? You see, like this is weird because yes, they
bro,
make
you
laws
get a ticket for not wearing your seatbelt that you bought $30,000 car. Explain this to me. It's your car. It's your fucking belt. It's your life. You still get a ticket though.
See,
So don't act like they don't. You can't pull up.
The problem with that is you signed a contract with the government by getting a license saying I'm going to abide by
No,
all the
we
rules.
live here, so we're fucked. Period.
Let's have that conversation. You got a license saying you're going to abide by all the rules, and guess what? One of the rules is make sure you wear your fucking seatbelt. That's why you got to fucking.
Okay, so let's say we go to the license bureau. You say I don't want to apply that rule. Do they still give you a driver's license?
No, they won't give you.
Can you still drive?
No.
Can you get insured?
I don't know. I don't
No,
know about
no,
that.
you can't. What do you mean you don't know?
No. You can get insurance on there.
Oh,
or
this
anything.
guy's lost his
If you can get
mind.
insurance on your house, do you need a license for insurance?
You're not driving your house anywhere, dumb.
See, but there's my point. You can get insurance. So don't say you can't get insurance. You can.
Oh my God.
There you go. So, anyways, back to the fact of the matter is,
Yeah.
you abide by them rules. And like I said, when it comes to your house and owning the house and what you do to your house, there's certain rules you got to follow. I mean, you can't sit there and put a fucking water slide on the side of your roof.
That's right.
It's a building code violation.
Well, we
But
know
ain't not-
Ivan Ting owns a condo, and Joe, you probably know people that own these. You know, like those project-looking condos.
Mm-hmm.
You can't even put a fucking satellite dish without asking the fucking community board.
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. My water slide works perfect, bro. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Everybody in the neighborhood uses it. I make money off that shit.
Fucking right, man.
But
This is where once we figure out and we have an electrician friend and then we get a buddy, we hook them up saying, yo, we have 10 guys that want you to install these solar panels and they want to charge their cars. The government's gonna be like, no, that's not gonna happen. And then the number one reason it's not gonna happen is taxes. Now, when we buy fuel, a shitload of percentage of taxes goes towards the roads and all that fucking phony baloney shit. Once you are not giving them that type of money anymore, dude, they're gonna lose their shit and these laws are gonna come out. I'm telling you, this is terrible.
Well, yeah, I mean, you got to tax everybody. You got to make the money has to come from somewhere, and it's
Exactly.
going to come from us, right? You know what I mean? That's all there's to it.
They're still questioning that aspect of it right now, being like, okay, people are charging at home, but should there be another tax on the electricity now?
Probably.
Because they're not getting it from the fuel companies or
That's right.
the pumps.
That's
So
right. That's right. I mean, they'll give you like a rebate. You know, you'll be able to get a rebate at the beginning of the year, and some people, you know, depending on how you think about rebates, like, oh, I'm getting money back. No, they're going to get the money on the back end.
on the back, always.
Money on the back end. So
How many times did you guys get a rebate ticket and you're supposed to mail it and never mailed that motherfucker?
well, didn't we just get some dollars just last Friday or
I
something?
don't know. Jesse asked me about that. I never get anything.
Yeah,
There,
but
this
like
this
$93.
government has never benefited me in my
Yeah,
life.
it's like $93. All of Canada got, I think so.
I'm still waiting on mine, man.
$93 on a Friday night. Wow, that's a
Yeah,
party. for
I'll
some
take one. I'll take 50 right now. 50 right now, man. I'm telling you. But Bam, I don't care. Electric cars or not, I think they're nice. They're sleek. I hate going to oil changers. I hate changing my fucking
the,
oil.
the bottom line is not enough oil for us to keep doing what we're doing, and that's the bottom line. We're going to end up.
I think. Do you like, that's funny you brought that up. Do you think going? Let's say we all went electric. Do you think these wars kind of slow down?
Of course.
There's nothing to fight for now.
No.
There you go.
No, I don't think these wars slow down at all. But we're just as men, there'll be something else. There'll be another commodity. There'll be another commodity.
100%. It's gonna be the minerals now.
Yeah, that's right. It'll be something else.
It'll be the minerals. That's what it'll be.
There you go.
Yeah. You're going to see another country that never was involved in anything. They have the most minerals in the world.
Yeah.
Top of
right
the
up.
list.
That's why you think China's going into Africa so quick.
Oh, dude, they're doing a great job fucking that place right up, bro.
Yeah,
There you go.
You know.
Yeah,
We'll build you roads.
Yep.
And we'll take everything, all your minerals and everything.
I watched something on that. China goes around promising countries stuff like highways and buildings and shit.
Yeah.
And then when you can't afford it to pay them back, they go, "Oh, no worries, we'll take this back to." Like they take that land, and they just now they're in Africa, which is some scary shit. Because Africa's like, "Oh my God, you'll build us all this." Obviously, they want to say yes, not knowing that they're going to get screwed in the long run.
Well, they're banking on the corruption of the government. That's it. That's all. They're banking on the corruption of the government because the person in power is destroyed the fucking country. So any extra money he can get in his pocket, because as soon as that get done and China take back what they need to take back, he's gone. You understand what I'm saying? He's gone.
Yep. Yeah.
All fucking government are corrupt. Let's be real. I know some are worse than others, but when you break it all down,
right? Like in Africa, I hate, and it's sad to say, but the level of corruption there is
it's ridiculous.
Phenomenal. It's phenomenal.
There was a young girl back in the day, and her dad worked in the government, and they were African, and she goes, "Have you ever donated money over there?" And me, I used to only donate money to the bars back then, right? So I said no, and she goes, "Good." And I was kind of like, "What? What do you mean good?" She's like, "The money never gets to the people. It always gets to the government, and it never gets anywhere else."
Yep.
So she's like, "Don't bother donating. You're just making them richer." So the rest of the country suffers while these fucking people are just taking all this shit in and benefiting. But whatever, man. Yeah. I think governments. I just wish things would change. I wish one day no one ever voted. I wish votes were at zero and then have the whole country go, "What the fuck's going on?"
What y'all really need to pay attention to is the gas companies. Think about it like this: once everybody get out of gas, what you think they're going to take over next? Really? What you think?
You're right.
Yeah, the biggest commodity, whatever.
Economy.
Yes, thank you. After gas is food.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Agriculture. They're going to go after that. They're going.
I just find, man, like if I was
the
owner of Esso or whatever, these big ass companies, once they said, "Hey, man, there's no more, gas and oil," I'd be like, "Hey, who gives a fuck, man? I have $99 billion. Like, who gives a shit? Like, that was a great run, guys." You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? Why get so fucking greedy? Who gives a shit anymore?
They're going to go after agriculture. They're going to go after the food. They're going to go after everything else after that.
Well, they're doing that right now, right? They're doing that right now. I mean, like I said, there's how many billion of people in China, and they're moving their way out now. They've got to get space. They've got to get space. That's why they're everywhere. I mean, I was in Europe a decade ago, and they were taking over the land as well there too. So I mean, it's economic warfare. Do we want to call that? Is that what?
Pretty much. Yeah, I agree.
It's not bad. Not
economic warfare. I mean, we don't kill each other now. We just take you over through economics. So it's the change. It's the change, and whoever can adapt, and who can't, you get left behind.
And everybody keeps fighting over gas.
I see. I had a conversation with this one contractor, right? And I felt like I known this guy forever. I felt like me and him went to the bar and had 1,000 conversations because he was talking to me. He's talking about like how fucked up the world is and how we're all like, how do you call it? Fucking distracted with, like TV shows and the Kardashians and The Voice or American Idol, because once you go home after work and you just sit there and you go in front of the TV, you kind of block the rest of the world out. Like almost like nothing exists out there. But our fucking world's falling apart and no one really fucking sees it and everyone's scared of doing anything about it. No one wants to speak up on it. And we know people on YouTube that get fucking kicked out if they bring something up.
And everybody who think they see it got the wrong fight. They're fighting the wrong battles. You
Example.
understand what I mean? Example, that let's just use the trucker convoy.
Yes.
Wrong battle. Why are they fighting over fucking diesel gas, they can't work, this and this? Wrong battle. They need to worry about who's in charge of the fucking government. You understand what I'm saying? They're worried about their jobs, but they're going out there making a big old stink for the wrong. I get your point. I get your point.
Yeah, I see what you're
No
saying.
disrespect to the convoy and what it was about, but wrong battle. Pick the right battle to fight about. You understand? Because anybody who picked the right battle to fight about end up dead.
Well,
Think about it.
The thing about the convoy, I mean, depending on certain opinions, I mean, COVID-19 itself, yeah, there was a virus, but most of the complications didn't even come from the virus. It came from the mental health issues that some people end up getting. It came from the stress from losing jobs. It came from economics, man. So I understand. Personally, if you want to protest, go
No,
ahead. And if
not a
it
problem
works
with
for
the
you-
protest. Not
and
a problem
if
with the protest.
and it works for you, protest. You know what I mean? But I mean, I think we're just at this point in civilization where I think we are the first generation now to get that 1918 Spanish flu, COVID-19. You don't know this generation doesn't know world wars yet.
No.
And the ones who do know world wars, they're dying. This generation doesn't know the Great Depression. They know recessions, but they don't know depression.
So do you think it will repeat because we're losing that history?
I'm telling you right now, Joe, could you imagine after this COVID-19, and everybody right now was talking about it's going to be a recession for the next couple of years. What happens if we dip down? What if we dip down to a depression? I mean, it was in the 70s. Houses were going on sale like crazy. So what happens if suddenly interest rate pops up? Like, I think we got a better way of handling the economy now. But what happens if the interest rate goes to, I don't know, 9%?
Yeah.
Wow.
And you bought a house that was $200,000-$300,000 over asking on top of that.
Are you kidding me? Far less 17% that we were getting in the 70s. So we have yet to know. This generation has been pretty much entitled, at least the West. West. Most of us in the West and some places, Europe and stuff like that, we have been pretty entitled to certain things. And like Bam said, which is true, a lot of people ain't paying attention. But what's going to make them pay attention is a World War III. What's going to make people pay attention is a big depression. Suddenly, you can't go and get your Gucci. You can't get your Louis Vuitton.
Yep.
Oh, suddenly you got to go to Giant Tiger. Giant Tiger.
And wait in line behind me.
You know what I'm saying? Dollar stores making a lot of money right now. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Of course.
Dude.
Dollar stores making a lot of
Those are the
money.
ones popping up because they know what the fuck's up.
That's right, bro.
They're the ones that because at first, how many times even when you walked into a dollar store and you saw this is $1, this is $2, and you're shocked.
Yeah.
And in your back of your mind, you're going, how does this place making money? Trust me, if they're popping up all over the place, they're making money because they know that that's a majority of their customers. That a huge portion of the population is going there.
Right.
Yeah.
Not the small portion, a huge portion. I still want to talk to someone that makes stuff for the dollar store because I know when you buy ketchup chips, they forgot to put the ketchups in the chips. I know the defective brands are the ones going there. I know that.
It's the truth, yo.
I know that. You're like, there's no flavor in here. Every flavor is the same flavor. Like,
There's a couple of plain chips and a couple of red ones.
they're like, yo, we fucked up this batch. That's the dollar store. I swear to God, man.
He said they didn't put the
I swear to God, you ever see this? You almost get tricked if you glance. It looks like it says Snickers, but it doesn't. And you're like, yeah, I'll give it a shot. Who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? I'm telling you, that's a genius thing. Imagine going to every box, big place, and be like, every brand you fucked up, every label you screwed up, I'll take it at a discount.
Yeah.
And then, and I get suckered every time, bro. I'm telling you, the drinks that are 50 cents in the coolers, look at the expiry date. I guarantee you they're expired.
The mass population right now ain't equipped to handle hard times. Period. They're not.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, everyone's shook. Everyone's shook. The hard times is because now like Jones was mentioning, especially in the last 10, 20 years, everything's on credit. Everything is a mortgage. Like no one owns technically anything if you really break it down. Talk to the average person that has the nicest car and the biggest house. That guy owes all that shit. So if that plummets and there's really no money to be made, that guy can't even afford to go to Giant Tiger when it's all said and done. Like this is where shit can be at because our whole lives is all about credit scores and put everything on credit.
The whole country, this whole country is based on a lie. Nobody that owns
perceptions.
Anybody that owns a house in this country
is really their house.
No, it's not their house.
That's right.
They own the house.
Yeah.
But the reason why they pay taxes is because the queen or the king owns the land.
I saw a video on that. Yeah.
Technically, they don't own nothing. And then again, if you think about it, the queen or the king never actually own that land anyways. You understand what I'm saying? They selling something that they don't even own. You get what I'm saying? So you're paying something to someone over something they don't even
tell
own.
you, man, I wish I was born back then. I wish I could be like, yo, I'm going to sell whatever the fuck I'm standing on to this dude here because I don't own it. Like, I wish I could be just like, fuck this.
But if you break it down, it's the same theory with electric.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same theory. Hey, we're going to get you to harvest this electricity and we're going to sell it back to you for a cheaper price. Same fucking theory.
Of course.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So why don't you just get the solar panels and say fuck you?
I have a quick solar panel question because I thought about this and people talk about if you put these panels on your roof, will this eventually fuck your roof up?
No, I see solar panels on people's houses up in up around where I live for 20, 25 years, maybe even more. Actually, I see.
Really? Okay.
With solar panels, I always thought it was interesting. Actually, I see it.
We have to do more study on that because I mean, if a hurricane can go by in Ontario somewhere and rip somebody fucking
first
roof
of
off
all,
their house,
we get tornadoes, not hurricanes.
Whatever. If they can come through,
together.
if they can tear up somebody's rooftop, you understand what I'm saying? If you got panels on there,
we didn't say we're sticking armor up there.
But yo, man, what I'm saying is you're talking about hurricane, tornado, I get what you're saying, and definitely if one goes by, it's going to rip up someone's house. Okay, but that's the exception.
I know. I'm asking in general.
Hold on a second. Hold on. That's an exception. That's not the norm. We don't get hurricanes and tornadoes every day. So
okay, I hear where you're coming from. But so the reasoning why it wasn't built properly, that's why it got ripped off.
No, I'm not asking about ripped off. I'm talking about when the dude drills a hole through your roof.
Hold on. It got ripped off because it wasn't built right. So if your house wasn't built right properly and you got these panels on your roof, will that do damage to your roof? Yes, it will. You understand? So we need more of a study on this because houses are going up so fast these days that honestly, some of these contractors out here ain't doing a good job, bro. And I'll be honest with you.
But once again, Ben, what I'll tell you like that. Some of these. Once again, the exception can't make the rule because it's not every contractor that's like that. A lot of contractors.
That's right. Even if he does it fast, he might be able to do it right. I was just talking about, I'm going on Jones's roof. I put a couple holes into, obviously, to, mount the shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I'm thinking long term. Does something get stuck there? Snow, moisture? I don't know. They have to seal that shit up properly.
Okay. Well, are you? First of all, let's go back to the basics.
Yeah.
Am I getting you to install them because you're a solar panel installer?
Of course.
Right? Or am I getting you because you're my friend and I don't want to go up on the roof?
And I need $50.
And there you go. And there you go. Right. And you're not going to get.
I heard Jones got $98 on Friday. I got to go install some solar panels.
You're not going to get your friend to go up there. You're not going to get your friend to go up there and install them.
First of all, I'm like $290. You're not putting me on no fucking roof, no matter what. Not to set up an antenna, not to save a cat, nothing. I'm not going up there, man.
People, hold on for a second. People that's listening, I'm an electrician, and I strongly recommend you put your panels on a platform offside of your house. Don't put them on your house.
Yeah, but I see what you're saying, but that's property. You got to be realistic. The property, the houses have fucking no backyards, no front lawns. It's the roof now. Yeah, it is what it is.
I strongly suggest you don't.
I would suggest with something like solar panels and that being pretty, I would say a pretty serious investment into a house. You'd probably get someone to a professional who's accredited and whatever, not blah blah. To install these things. And as time goes by, they're going to give you different direction on where they should be placed. I mean, a lot of times I see them on people's roofs right now, and especially up where I'm living, and it doesn't seem to be a problem, but that can change in time, right? For sure.
But let's be real. It's got to be, you got to maximize your sun consumption.
That's right.
Like
That's
it doesn't, you know what I mean? I'd love to put in this platform back here, but I get 3 hours of sun a day. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? Even a garden wouldn't survive back there. You know what I mean? So you got to do, it is what it is, man.
I don't know. Houses get old, and you don't need that added stress to your building.
Anyway, so
understand?
Bam,
Over
where
the
can people
years.
find you so you can install solar panels?
No. I don't go up on roofs. I'm sorry. I'm not a roofer. That's
Sorry,
why
guys, he's fucking useless. I fucking apologize.
Roofers get paid more money than electricians because they crazy.
They don't get paid, dude.
Yes,
Every
they do.
roofer I know is an alcoholic that doesn't show up on Mondays. You know what I mean? What are you talking about?
Because they got so much money, they don't have to. You
And
see
I'm
what
sorry to
saying?
my friends that are roofers, but tell me I'm lying.
You know, they don't have to because they make so much fucking money. They out of their damn mind, bro.
Do
I'm
you
telling
know
you.
people? Because I know roofers.
Man, I'm telling you, I've seen roofers up there in snow, rain.
You mean
sleet,
the
hail.
owner, maybe, but not the guys that work for him. I'm telling you, they don't make anything.
Owners.
You do know the roofer is like a painter. No skill. You just got to throw the good up and be like, yo, nail some stuff. It's not like a framer, an electrician.
There's some skill because if you throw the wrong dude up there, you have holes in your fucking ceiling left, right, and center, bro.
Bro,
You know,
I'm telling you,
they
I'm
got
sorry
skills.
if my friends are listening to this, if you never talk to me again.
Terrible.
They are not skilled at
Terrible.
anything. I'm telling you, they went to the bottom of the barrel, and then they're like, "Oh, I'll give you an extra couple bucks to get on the roof." I'm telling you, you just created lies. I know some of these people. It's not.
I'm telling you, roofers get paid more money.
You know a roofer?
I know
Yeah?
a lot of roofers.
Yeah,
and
call
they get, and they get paid more money, bro. Trust
Than
me.
an electrician,
Yes,
because they went to roofing school, right?
Their jobs are dangerous, more dangerous than mine, by far.
Dude, a guy falls off the roof, you throw another guy on. You fucking wire the shit wrong, and the house blows up. Are you fucking ridiculous?
But wait. Let's talk about the guy who fell off the roof.
Yeah, you put him on the pickup truck. You dump him on the side of the road. Come on, bro. An electrician, you
Don't listen to him, people.
You
He's
don't fucking a
crazy.
roofer. You never went to a roofer and be like, "Can I see your qualifications?" You never. An electrician, you're like, "Bro, don't fucking burn down my house." There's a fear of that shit. Come on, bro. You're making shit up.
All right, whatever.
I feel bad
I'm
for
telling
those
you.
guys in the summer though, man. You see them up there, and it's like 30, 35 degrees, and I'm just like, wow.
There's two things that's wrong about that job. Three things. It's the heat, fucking ridiculous, and if it's too hot, they can't work. Obviously.
Yeah, right.
Then
Too
it's
windy, they
it's
can't
seasonal, and throughout the season, if it rains, so they're going. I can't work when it rains.
Yeah.
I can't work if it's too hot, and I obviously don't work in the winter. So that window is so.
And not just that, right? There's a noise bylaw, isn't there, as well?
Yeah, there always is.
But
There always is.
that's for all construction. There's a noise bylaw for all construction. I can't start in Ontario, in Ottawa. I can't start before 7.
Before 7 a.m.? Mm-hmm. Okay, and you have to end by when?
I think it's 5.
5. See, look at that. That would be the best time to do roofing, right? It's when it starts to get cooler. But
Yes.
what are you going to do?
Yeah. No, it's definitely interesting.
When it gets cooler, you never know. The moisture up there, that roof gets slick, bro.
Well, I'm
You know,
talking
it
about-
becomes a
I'm talking-
hazard.
Well, we're not talking about with this in Jones. See,
fall.
Jones, this is the shit I got to deal with. You see what I'm saying?
What's that?
It gets a little cooler. You're talking about like 22 degrees. This guy's talking about like,
you never
moisture,
know,
like
man.
it's like +5. You know what I mean?
And boom.
Hey, man, you got to think about all the weather, brother. You can't just think about what's minimal because people tend to work.
Find
through
a
certain
fucking
things.
roofer and a real one. Get him on the show. I want to know how much money he makes. It's
Boom.
bullshit.
Bring him up there, man. Bring him
I
up.
mean, I'll tell you straight up. Listen. I hear what you're saying, and I get the points. But if I really need the money, I'd probably go to roofing. But I don't. I'm in a different kind of field. So
I get you a job. Like, see what I'm saying? Your qualifications was you're hired. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's it. Like,
right. Urgent.
Terrible.
like, dude, there's a dude that fell off last week. We
no
need you
respect
in.
for that
Like,
trade. No respect for that
No,
trade.
you're not
Y'all
understanding.
crazy.
I'm not paying them that shitty money. I'm not paying. They get disrespected by their bosses, not me. I'm just telling you the facts, man.
If they was getting
Anyways,
disrespected,
guys, I gotta
nobody
put
be
a
on
few
the roof.
videos. I want to know your topic. Shut up,
What?
Bam. Enough
What?
of you,
No,
man.
fuck you.
Throw you on
Let's
the
go.
fucking roof. All right, Bam.
What?
We're gonna talk about this guy. Once I play this video, Jones, let me give a few second rant on Bam after. All right, let's go.
To be the richest rat in the world.
I mean, it feels pretty good. I mean, I put a lot of bad people away. I saved the world. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm like Batman at this point. You know what I'm trying to say?
So what's your advice to all these young kids out there that are trying to be gangsters?
Just do what I did. I mean, you be good. You make millions of dollars. You know what I'm saying?
Bam Bam. About a year ago.
Hey, leave this Tekashi Bat 9 alone. Leave him alone. I didn't see that. That
So
motherfucker's crazy.
So Bam Bam about a year ago, Tekashi Rats, he gets out of jail and he says he's still gonna be extremely famous, and he came out with his track Gouda. He does well. He teams up with Nicki Minaj. And I tell Bam right after that, I go, that's it for him. Because everyone wants to see what he was gonna say on his first track. Everyone wants to see what he was gonna say with the feature. And then after that, I was like, no one wants to see this shit again. He's like, nah. Tell me I'm right.
No, you're wrong because we're talking about him now,
Oh my fucking god,
there you go.
bro! You're a fucking loser.
I mean,
You're a Tekashi yourself.
I mean, look at the video. Look at the video. Look what this guy is saying. I mean, bro, your image was all gangster, and now you're, giant rap.
Okay, wait.
I mean, hold on a second. I mean, this is the thing about the dilution of hip hop.
Oh, you want to go with me?
It's a guy saying one thing at the beginning and turning around and saying something else, and it's like, okay, what did you do for the game? You popped in, you made some bucks, you talked some nonsense. There's some people who already know that Tekashi was like this.
Yes,
some people who already know that. Who already know that he was like that. I never clinged on to his. I never jumped on. I never really liked his stuff. Right? I heard it.
Yeah.
But, bro, at the end of the day, you're the most famous rat. I'm trying to figure that out. I thought the most famous rat was Mickey Mouse.
Well,
okay. Wait. I want to be clear about this.
Yes, go ahead.
Are we talking about him rapping in the game or him being a rat? Let's clear. No. You can't combine. You can't combine the
We're
two.
not allowed to talk about both. We need 2 episodes here.
You can't combine the two because Jones
There's no
combined.
entanglement. There's no entanglement.
Of course there is. It's a fucking podcast.
There's no entanglement.
Because Jones.
Ask Will Smith. Is there any entanglement?
No, because Jones mentioned the fact that, hey, what did he do for the game? And in reality, he did nothing for the game.
Nothing.
Okay, nothing for the rap game. I agree with Jones on that aspect.
Did he actually hurt the rap game?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes. See, that's it. I agree.
Yes.
I agree.
I don't know.
Yes.
See,
So,
you know what?
so that is doing something negative towards it.
I'm gonna keep my comment about that to myself because that
this
comment
guy
of mine,
is the only guy on a podcast
No,
that won't express his feelings and thoughts.
because my comment my comment is a
listen.
generalization of something, and I don't want to generalize.
Did he hurt the rap game? Yes.
As far as I'm concerned, he
what the rap game stood for.
No, he didn't hurt the rap game.
Yes, he did hurt me. Yes, he did hurt the rap game, but the rap game is going to keep going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like taking a big blow, but you get up and fought the fight.
Right. Like,
Yeah.
That's right. So.
Okay, So here's a question.
Yeah.
What did he do to hurt the rap game? And don't and keep out the rap part. Keep that out of the loop. As a musician or whatever he claims to be, what did he do to hurt the game?
Well, first of all,
so what did he do to hurt the game? But don't use the rat part.
Don't use the rat part. Okay, what did he do to hurt the game? Please explain.
So happy
explain
Jones is on the show, man.
Yeah, explain to me. Explain to me. What did he do that ain't no new rapper doing right now?
But that's what hurt it. But that's what hurt it.
But the game is not hurt.
So the exception to the rule is you're allowed to do this now.
The game is not hurt. The game is still strong.
Okay.
But I just said that, bro. I said he hurt the game, but the game is he hurt the rap game, but the rap game is still going.
But what did he do? What did he do to hurt it?
Well, you just saw the video.
You know, the whole rap game.
No, but you just saw the video, Bam. You just saw the video.
No. That video was based on that video was based off of him talking about how he put bad people away.
Bam.
Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay.
This guy's been talking about he's been
I thought we keeping this rat thing out.
I don't think you hear me, bro.
I hear you. I thought we keeping this rat thing out. Let's keep this rat thing out. Now let's get on the rat thing, okay? This gangster life, this thug living, this criminalization of crime has no rules, bro. Thieves don't trust each other. Criminals don't trust each other. Killers don't trust each other. So
This is coming from Tekashi Bamboo.
And this is the truth. You understand what I'm saying? The mob have the same problem. You know what I mean? The Yakuza have the same problem. You understand?
But it hurts. But it hurts it.
But
when you find out the mob had a bunch of rats, it actually hurts the imagery of what it is.
But that's their game.
But it hurts it. You don't look at them the same. When I see a podcast of a fucking Sammy Guevara and he kills people and he's out of jail, you think I look at him the same?
Mobsters ain't rapping. You see what I'm saying?
Bro, but I'm just trying to tell you, they all had their own lane with their own game. And when you start breaking those rules, you get to look at you different. People get to look at you. Now I don't look at the mob team at the same.
When it comes to hip hop got a rule. You gotta dress, act, live, and breathe, and do hip hop. You understand what I'm saying? Now all that gangster stuff, selling drugs, talking about this and that, that's not part of hip hop, bro.
That's right.
Okay, so hold on.
You understand?
Okay, so let me interject. All right. We are aware already that hip hop has a lot of different tentacles.
Yes.
All right. It has a lot of different tentacles. It can be like Let me finish. It can be this way. It can be this way. It can be this way. Over time now, we've got so many tentacles, millions of tentacles of the way hip hop can be. So, yeah, there's a side of hip hop that's got the gangster in it, but we know this already because of socioeconomic situations with certain people. Not everybody can be Tribe Called Quest or along those lines.
See,
and you don't have to. And if you're hip hop, you don't have to dress hip. There's never been a dressing of hip. Yeah, sure, there's been a stereotype, but hip hop is in the mind. Hip hop is not on what you wear. Hip hop is in the mind.
It's a way. Okay? Hip hop's a way of life. Hip hop's a way. Hip hop's a way of life.
The reason why they came out with hip hop is for survival. Hip hop came out of taking remnants and blowing it into gold. It was initially taken from remnants, blown into gold, stuff out of nowhere. All right, that's how hip hop started, with nothing. So I mean, Tekashi, you came in, you were a tentacle, you did your thing, you did your trap, then you got caught. And you know what? When it comes down to it, yeah, there is rules. There is rules with gangsters. There's code. And unfortunately,
there's no code.
And sometimes
there's no fucking code.
Guys like that ruin the code.
There's no code. Never been no code. Never been no code. There's no code. I totally disagree. I totally disagree.
Well,
no.
Bro, between you and I on a gangster fucking level, I'm gonna tell you there's a fucking code.
There's no fucking code. I'm telling you.
There's
no fucking code because the bottom line is if you said hip hop,
you can't make money, Bam, if you don't have a code.
If you said hip hop is about survival, okay, you think you're gonna spend 20 years in jail without trying to survive? So him doing what he did. Now, I'm not trying to justify what he did. I'm not trying to glorify it. But
this is the world record of me staying quiet during a podcast. I'm going to say something.
True.
So,
go ahead.
So let's talk about a code on a different tip. I decide to sell drugs, and I want to make a whole lot of money doing it because that's where the money is. But I got to follow some fucking codes. So if I get caught, do I take down the whole empire because I wanted to chase that money? Because he wanted to chase the hip hop money and turn into a phony baloney and went that way. He should have eaten that fucking code.
So describe this empire now. You gotta give us context on this empire of a code. You understand? Because here's where the code stays.
Okay.
Because anybody that gets into selling drugs,
yes,
whatever code they create is their code. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do that.
Code number one is usually don't rat.
Okay. Okay.
Just to throw it out there.
Okay. Code number one. Okay. So here's the question.
Here's a kilo. Just don't tell people it's me that you got it from.
So here's the code. Don't rat on who? The person you got it from or yourself. Because the whole code of not ratting is to make sure you don't get caught. It's not about the next person. You understand? It's about you.
Your goal is to not get caught, and your goal is to be John Gotti and shut the fuck up when you do get caught.
Yo, bro, listen.
We back.
First of all, what we're talking about here is hypothetical and situational. But when it boils down to it, there always is a code, and I just don't think. I just don't think that people should be, anyways, Mickey Mousing. But anyways,
I just want to wrap this up. Yeah. Code, no code, whatever the fuck you want to believe. I don't think whatever. At the end of the day, let's be extremely real. This little munchkin walks into 6-1 Studios back in the day and wants to roll with us. We know that guy's a rat. It's written all over his fucking face anyway. So anyone that made a deal with him was a fucking moron.
Yeah.
There's no way that kid was solid.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, if you had this kid rat on you, it was on you, because that dude wouldn't survive 8 minutes in our fucking music studio. I would have slapped the shit out of this guy.
Yeah.
Boom.
Coming in with the blah, 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 blah. Jones would have turned the fucking shit off. I would have grabbed the kid by the throat. I would have chucked him out. And that's here.
Boom.
So now people want to make money off this guy and make him turn into a gangster. And you know damn well that this guy was a bitch. So at the end of the day, whatever we say, codes or no codes, yes, you're right. But when you know someone's a bitch, you don't fucking sell him drugs. You don't invite him to the mob. And you don't turn him into a gangster rapper. That's all it is. So at the end of the day, the fucking morons fucked up by having this idiot. Now, Bam, do you find it right? Now let's talk about the actual video. Him saying that he's the Batman. Him saying that he's the, you know what I mean? I took some criminals off the street. If kids want to be like me, they should do what I do. That's fucking retarded.
Yes. Total retarded, because he's not thinking about the backlash of what's going to happen to other people. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody going to think their scenario is going to be a fucking rainbows and unicorn scenario, and not everybody get that. And you know it, and I know it. Shit is what it is, right?
All right. So, let's go on to the next thing. We're talking about diluting. Jones might mentioned it earlier. You know, he's technically raps dilute, but it's funny because this video. I found it funny because I didn't see this video, and even Jones mentioned it. Is that who I think it is? Let's just play it.
He did sell 10 million records, but crack fiends bought 10 million rocks. That don't mean crack is good. Don't mean nothing. Selling records don't mean nothing. I'm down with him because he's a brother and he's making his mail. But, however, he's diluting rap. You know what I'm saying? He's playing that Sambo role, and the reason everybody's buying his record is because he's no threat, and everybody want to see Sambo dance.
So that's Tupac dissing MC Hammer back then.
That's a young Tupac.
And I love how he said, people sell $10 million in crack, but doesn't mean the crack is good. I was like, damn, but this has existed for a very long time. This is commercializing. This is what record labels want. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. How long ago was this? 30 years, maybe, give or take, maybe longer. This video, what the music business actually from that point on has gotten worse. Everything's fucking diluted. I put the radio on. I have no idea who the singer is because they all sound the same. Where back in the day, we used to diss anyone that sounded like the other. So
his statement in that video, his statement, do you not find his statement pretty much destroys his own career and his own future in the music?
Explain that to me.
If I'm a musician and the last thing I want to do is talk about how bad another musician is, because now it dilutes what I'm doing as a musician. Don't you think so? Yeah. You see what I mean? So the whole purpose of him even talking crap about MC fucking Hammer was just wrong. You get what I'm saying? Because he's doing entertainment. He's doing music. So if I'm telling you that guy is no fucking good, what makes you think you're going to believe that I'm any good? And I'm doing the same thing he's doing. It's the pot calling the kettle black.
You're right. I see what you're saying. And that's probably what I would have this discussion with you the day after this video was out. But 30 years later, when we mention some of the greatest of all times, top 5, type 10, MC Hammer doesn't get mentioned, bro.
Well, because MC, top 5. See,
so is he wrong?
No, he's not wrong. Because in some people's eyes, Hammer might be the baddest. You see what I'm saying? And certain categories. Because Hammer rap doesn't mean he's in a rap category. He's in a different category. You see what I'm saying? He's not with the gangster rap. He's not on the lyricist tip. Because how many rappers are out there that ain't fully, truly lyrical? You're gonna put MC Hammer and Jadakiss in the same category. You can't. No. You can't.
I mean, you got to understand something, right? Hammer's not in the rap category. Hammer's in the dance music category, first of all.
That's his background, yeah.
And I think at the time when it's all said and done, hip hop was trying to come up during that time, and hip hop
was
up. And hip hop was getting tired of having certain individuals represent us when there was so much more to the culture. Now, don't get me wrong. I like Hammer. I mean, I like Too Legit to Quit. I mean, I'm in the club. I'm cool with that. Deion Sanders, he used to go see Deion Sanders with Atlanta Falcons, and they were killing it. I don't mind Hammer, but I ain't trying to say that Hammer is like Big Daddy Kane or
See?
Cool G Rap.
There you go.
Or Tupac. I'm not trying to like no, bro. No, you're not. You know what I mean, Hammer? No, you're like James Brown. You know what I mean? You and you James Brown.
But the quote you, Jones.
What's that?
But the quote you, he's still a tentacle of
Yes.
hip hop.
Yeah, right. But that's what I said.
100%.
That's what I said. There's different tentacles. But like I said, at the time of that statement with Pac, and it's a young Pac, there was representation. Who was the dude that Dre put on? Ice Baby. I mean, there was things like that.
Vanilla Ice and
I mean, there was representations of that the hip hop, like at least what they called it, the underground at the time, just didn't like that. But with that being said,
fair enough.
Hammer still, in a way, you gotta like Hammer because Hammer still brought some sort of hip hop to the masses. So in a way, it's a catch-22.
Very true.
You know what I mean? It's a catch-22. So, you know,
I just find the diluting. It's funny because like back then, I wouldn't. If he made that statement and I was a young Joey, I wouldn't have really understood what he was trying to say.
Yeah.
Oh, being older, being more in the music business, seeing people around, and I'm like, holy fuck! And the game's been more diluted than ever. So if Pac was angry back then, like it's. Like talking about dilution, Jones, what do you feel with I found today's day and age, it's easier to become an independent artist with all the streaming platforms. But then I find it's a lot harder because everyone, what was it, 20,000 songs a day gets uploaded on Apple or something?
I mean, you're dealing with saturation now, right?
Yes.
I mean, and first of all, listen. First of all, let me say, I am so happy that a man can take a computer, can take an iPhone. Don't forget it, just an iPhone alone, and become a star. Just an iPhone.
Yeah.
Get in software and be a star. So first of all, I'm happy for that. Same point in time, that means everybody can do it. But I still think that the cream rises to the top. I still, no matter what, almost like the Bible says, 10,000 at my side. I still think that the Bible. I still think that.
See, I don't think cream rises to the top. I think cash rises to the top.
Yeah. I mean, okay.
If you give me a mill and I give you no budget and I have absolutely no skills, I guarantee you I'm going to be playing on the radio.
Yeah. I can't disagree that because we've seen that even before YouTube.
That's right.
So I can't disagree with that. You know what I mean? But at the same point in time, I mean, like it's saturation, and you really have to look through it. And you're at the mercy. You're sometimes also at the mercy of, I guess, influencers, right? You're at the mercy of somebody saying, "I think this is good. I think that you think this will be good." Like a DJ. You're at the mercy of these, So this is our system now. But
it's always been our system. It's just the fact we figured it out. The solo person who's an influencer figured it out.
Yeah,
that's all that happened.
Yeah.
Jones, being a producer, and fuck, you're probably one of the best producers we've ever seen. I've seen you produce shit right in front of me. You know what I mean? It's fucking phenomenal.
One of the top five.
Fucking engineer-wise, guys. I'm sorry when I meet you guys and I go, "You're not bad." It's probably his fault. You know what I mean? So, but do you find I find the coolest thing I've seen now because you and I, when we met, you burned something on a CD, we played it. I want this one. You give it to me. There's a cash transaction, right?
Yeah.
But now today's day and age, you can upload some shit on some fucking internet, have different packages of how you want to sell your track, exclusive or not exclusive. Or I found today's day and age for a fucking producer is amazing. The fact that you can reach an artist now, not from the hood, but in Germany, is fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
How's your feelings about that, and how the game has changed for producing wise? Fuck rappers, producing wise.
I mean, it's like everything else. I mean, everybody's got it's like everything else. It's like even the podcast. Everybody's got tools now to do something.
Yeah.
So, I think it's a beautiful thing. Honestly, I really do think it's a beautiful thing that people that there's so much opportunity, because that's all we want, right? We want a lot of people want an outcome, but really just give me the opportunity and I'll kick in the door myself. And then I mean, I think it's, like I said, I think it's beautiful, and I'm happy that my next door neighbor, just just can make a track, you know, and he's probably just fooling around. But I'm just happy. I don't know. I think it's great. I think it's great.
I just because me and Bam talk about this all the time. We found like back in the day, we had to hunt you producers down like you guys were a golden egg. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and then almost hold on to you and not tell anybody that you exist.
That's right.
Like, you know, like, you're a producer. You're like, no, because you don't want all the beats to go away anywhere, right? Like. That's what the life was, you know. And then you hear someone else's beat and be like, "Who made that?" And it was like a drug dealer. No one wanted to tell you where they got it.
Yeah.
You know, no one wanted to tell them what you paid. It was always a secret back then, right?
That's right.
And for you being a producer, you want to sell as many beats as possible. So it's like, but no one wanted to give out who they were working with. Where today it's fucking phenomenal where the game is at and the creativity is at. So I find always like producing wise, it's evolved so much that I as a fan, I'm just like, wow, I love where it is at today. And I love where as a producer doesn't get fucked anymore.
Well, here's the strategy there, right? Here's a strategy where how one can get to the top. It's because now that there's so much saturation and there's so many of this, so many of that, when you get your sound, and I guess this would be advice or if a suggestion. I'm just going to go with suggestion. Because I'm still doing my thing, and I don't want to see myself any higher than anybody else, regardless of how many years I've been in the game. But as I'm returning back into the game, I'm finding that the best way to get to the top is when you get your sound, hold on to it for a while. Build a massive amount of your sound. Because the minute that you got a sound, and you put it out into the matrix, you can guarantee someone else is taking that sound and you're going to get overthrown. Versus if you just keep your sound for a minute, build that sound, build it. Make your connects to where you're going to, whoever's going to rap on it, whoever's going to sing on it, blah, blah, blah. And then overload with the sound. I think that's how you rise to the top. It's just one strategy.
And for people that don't understand what the fuck you're saying, sound, we're talking about, there's producers out there, you know who made it. You know, you can hear the beat and you're like,
well, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. When I say a sound, I mean like Premier has a sound.
Premier, Timberland, fucking Scott Storch. They all have that. You can listen and be like, oh, that's a Timbo beat. That's Kanye's beat. Yes, and that's when he's talking about a beat. There's a way that they have. There's that spice that they put to it that dude made it.
That's right. There's a Beethoven. There's a Pharrell.
Oh yeah.
You know a sound, and that comes from who they are. That comes from the equipment they use, because not everybody. Some people may have the same equipment, but some people don't. For me, sometimes I bounce my tracks, my beats off 2-inch tape, which gives me a different sound.
True.
Okay, a lot of people are digital, and that's fine. But sometimes I'll bounce my beat off the 2-inch tape. Sometimes I'll bounce my drums.
Don't give out the secrets, Jones. Don't give out the secrets. Don't give out the secrets.
No, that's fine. Sometimes I'll bounce my drums off a tape cassette because it gives a different wave, right?
Yeah.
Instead of and then it gives the crunch. Sometimes I'll do that often. I'll try anything. Sometimes I'll go get a garbage piece of equipment from a secondhand store, filter it through, just to give it back, just to say for myself. Just to say for myself. Doesn't matter about else.
Interesting.
For myself, I know that sound there, it's not that easy to get because I know why.
Yeah. And no one could dissect it because they have no fucking idea what you did with it.
That's right. Now they can emulate it because plugins now emulate everything.
That's right.
But still, no matter what, I still feel that when a record hits, there's a feeling that comes off, and everything of your soul, everything that you put into the going to the secondhand store, the 2-inch tape, the tape of the bass, TDK tapes you put in, bounce it back. The time that you took, I think that just comes out in the record. And when you feel it, boom, then people know.
Okay, people. Did you just listen to what he said? Just that catalog of what he just mentioned makes songs. Not going in, writing 15 minutes, putting it down and putting it out there. There's no feeling, no heart, no soul into what's coming out so fast and so hard all the time. This is the part about quality over quantity. That's it right there.
You can say that all you want, man. The kids are not going to listen anyway. So.
Of course not.
I'm sorry.
Of course not, but they're not going to be relevant in 25 years.
Well, Jones, it's funny, man. I know we linked back up earlier this week, but if you actually go back and listen to the Shooting the Shit intro, the beat is actually Jones's beat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I actually, when I listened to the intro for the first time, when you sent me a copy of the link.
Not the live on the mic. The Shooting the Shit. There's 150 episodes of Shooting the Shit. Yeah. That beat, it was a beat that me and Rob bought off you. Rob put the track with K-Spot. Bam finished it off, and then I had to clip it of that. And that's yours. That and believe it or not, I love that's a dirty beat. It's just when we switched the name over, we had to okay, we have to switch a little thing over. I didn't really want to, but I'm like, it is what it is.
Man, respect, man. You know, it's been funny over the last couple of weeks. The Wind of Change, and we all know The Wind of Change. You know, great song by the Scorpions back in the 80s. I think it's Scorpions. But anyways, I've been getting that message like, bro, are you still doing beats? Or I have this beat. Do you remember this beat from like 15 years, 20 years ago? And that's what it is. That's why if we just get back to what the new kids are doing today, I mean, the new kids are doing today what they're doing. And if I was a new kid, would I be doing what the new kids are doing today? I don't know, maybe, because that's what it is. But then there's something to be said about people who are willing to investigate history. And being a kid that I was back in the day, I was at the time willing to invest in history. So if there's kids out here who are doing their things and they don't care, I still believe there's kids out there who are willing to invest into history. And those are the ones who are going to rise to the top.
You're right, because we've interviewed producers and artists, and it's the ones that talk about generations behind them music-wise. That me and Bam are always like, they know the game. They're studying it now. You know what I mean? Me and Bam have talked about this. The ones that just talk, me and Bam have dropped some names, like, you know, some old school hip hop names, and they're like, who? We're like, ooh, you ain't gonna make it. Ooh, damn. Bam's like, you don't know who this is? Like, no. It's like, damn, man. Well, you just woke up one day and heard some guy rapping, like, this is what I want to do. No, motherfucker. History, music history. Music history. Where does it start? How did it get there? You know what I mean? And the people that we talk to that always mention history, we're like, we appreciate them. We know they're going to do well. They're studying the game. They're not playing. They're studying, and that's the
well. You know, difference. I'm going to give the thanks back to both of you guys, because I can go back to the day one when I met either one of you, and I think we all can agree that we knew right away from each other, either each other's talents from right away, both of you. You know, you as Joe as media, as promoter, as you know, as part engineer, as a man of many trades, and a man that excels at many trades, and of course Bam with the hip hop. I mean, right away. To tell you the truth, Bam, when it comes to you and another dude out there, I really wish I could have been able to snatch you up for myself, because I was always like, this guy's got it, but
something right.
I just want to create basically what I'm trying to say is, I wish I should have had many tracks with you. I always knew that, but for some reason or another, it just it's just life, right? Like,
Ben,
I appreciate you saying that, man.
Ben, what's my favorite track from you?
What now?
What now? Produced by who?
Jones.
We used to play. Remember when he wasn't there? Me and you and Mike, we'd play his track. What right. now? And we'd always. Bam doesn't even know. We used to party with your track with beers in the studio.
Nice.
That's crazy.
Bam really impressed me. Import night, when he came on stage and rocked the big stage, and that's when I was like, because at the end of the day, I don't give a shit if you're good in the booth. But when you rock that stage, I was like, damn, Bam, you know, I told you, I was like, bro, you. First of all, Jones did a miracle on Import Night. I don't know if you remember this. There was a young lady that came and recorded, and she sounded not very good. And he worked with her, and he worked with her, and he worked with her, to the point where I left the fucking studio. I'm like, tell me it's over. Like, I can't. We get her on the stage. And Jones looks at me, he's like, don't worry about it, man. I got this. And I'm going, oh my God, she's going to embarrass herself. And she fucking killed it.
Boom.
You remember that?
Boom.
Dude,
Boom.
I was like, oh my God, this is going to be so bad.
Yeah.
She fucking kills it, bro.
Wow.
Killed it.
You were patient.
When it boils down to it, if you're willing to invest into somebody who you know probably kind of has it, but fear is keeping them, right? Because normally it's fear, right?
Yeah.
And you just need that one person. You just need that one person just to push. And yeah, it's going to be codependency, but sometimes that codependency on just that one person, like, Joe, is this going to be okay? Bamboo, is this going to be okay? Sometimes you just need that, and then you can fly on your own. And that's what she did at the show. She flew on her own.
Nice.
She flew. So
That show was awesome, man. We all played our part on that show. We pulled off some good shit.
Yeah,
there's some funny stories. I'm not going to mention this guy's name, but he was complaining about how there was no wireless mics.
Oh Lord.
And I said, yo, did we not do sound check on a wired mic? Because that usually gives it away. That's the fucking mic you're using, right? Like,
yeah.
He's like, well, I'm not going on. I said, who the fuck you think you are, Puff Daddy or something? Like, bring your own fucking mic next time. And he said something to me, and I fucking raised my hand. And he goes over to Jones, thinking Jones is gonna have his back. And Jones is like, yo, get the fuck out of here.
Bro. It's funny how no matter what, in different times, in different stages, in different years, there's still always going to be people who think they're better than most, right? Mm-hmm. And you're not. You're not better than most. As a matter of fact, in order for you to stay to the cream of the crop, man, keep thinking that you're that you're at the bottom rung. Even though in your mind you tell yourself, no, I ain't bottom rung. Can't stay there. Stay in that in that dirt. Why do you think Wu-Tang's always going to be good? Nas is always going to be good. Jay's always going to be good. Because no matter what, they always keep themselves like, not yet. I'm still in the dirt, kind of mean. I'm still in the dirt. Yeah, I'm up here, but my mind still thinks, yo, I'm still ghetto. And that's kind of what keeps you competitive. That's these dudes coming here I want a wireless mic. Who do you think you is, bro? Well,
dude, I was, and we're stressed, man. Like, we're talking about many acts, rock bands all day, running around, and I got one dude going, I'm like, then dude, don't get the fuck on. Like, ask me, I will throw a fucking DJ on your set. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? Like, and that's the thing. It's don't play these games. And the thing is, you're really gonna piss off a promoter that's throwing shows? That's who you're gonna piss off? The guy that's throwing hip hop shows?
Yeah.
That you're not going to get invited to next time? And that's the kids, don't piss off the promoter. Befriend the promoter. Because when you have a good working relationship and he throws another event and there's an opening act that they need, who do you think they're going to call? The guy that's giving you a headache? Mm-hmm. No, they're going to call you. The headache? Yo, so-and-so's dope an artist. Yeah, but he's a fucking headache. Scratch.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Blackball yourself, dummies. Don't do that.
Humble yourself.
Guys, I got one more video I want to play.
Ooh.
It bothers me. I'll tell you why. Let's just play it. It's a 15-second clip.
Person walks up to Eazy-E and says, hey, nigger.
Depends on how you said it. Like, if you say, what's up, nigga, then that's cool. But if you just say, nigger, then I'm going to take it different. I might be over there, you be pulling me off of it, you know?
Person walks.
So, I've been friends with you guys probably equally around the same amount of time. Have I ever called you that?
No.
So why would Eazy say it's okay? Depends on how they use it.
Me? It's bullshit. Period. I don't agree with him. Period.
Jones, what about you, man?
What? I mean.
Is there a way of using it? Is there a way of using it?
I laugh. I laugh now. I mean, is there a way of using it? Yeah, sure. I mean, if you're trying to displace somebody from 2022 and bring them back to I guess 1960 and before, or
okay.
If that's how you're trying to make that person feel, I mean, I can look at one time where it was somebody had said something to me, and I was in shock, but. It depends on where you're at in life, you know.
Obviously, yeah. How you're going to take it is where you are in life, for sure. Yeah. Now, the reason why I don't think it's okay, and I'm going to tell you this, I find if I said it to Bam jokingly, I know 100% Bam wouldn't be offended by me.
Right.
It's the guy next to me that's gonna think it's okay.
And this is why I say it's bullshit.
And this is why I don't do it, say it. Like, you know what I mean? Because he's going to say it, and he's going to say it to Bam, and he's going to have that twinkle in his eye like, I'm getting away with this.
Mm-hmm.
And I find that's what's wrong with people. And that's why I'm like, fuck it. I'm not going to open the door for this guy. I'm not going to try and make Bam upset with this guy. Because people don't understand friendship, trust, longevity. You know what I mean? Like, we're a family here. So, yeah, can I get away with it? Sure. But there's always going to be that fucking moron over there that met us 3 hours ago that's going to have 3 drinks and then be like, yo, what up, man?
Mm-hmm.
And this is where it goes all wrong.
And that's why you shut it down. And if your true friends are your true friends, they won't even bring it up. You see what I'm saying? And that's why with Easy, I disagree with it because, it caused a whole lot of confusion. Not saying he was the cause of it, but the fact that people...
No, obviously he wasn't the cause of it. I was, believe it or not, when I saw his video, I was surprised of all people that shit would come out of his mouth.
But the fact that people even think it's, is there a way of saying it? No, motherfucker, there is no way of saying it. You know what I mean? Don't fucking say it.
Yeah, it's like me calling you, you're a rapist.
You know? Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Don't fucking say it.
I was laughing when I said it. No, motherfucker.
No, it's sorry. It's just, it's I don't know. I don't know.
But Jones, you brought it up the best. Say what the fuck you want, but it's how you guys are going to react.
Yeah,
and if you want but the thing is now, what do you have to lose? Do you really want to slap this dude in the face? Do you do nothing, make him look stupid? Because obviously, let's be real. Words, regardless what it is, bitch, the N-word, anything, goof, is a reaction of how are you going to react to it?
There you go. So you never know what reaction you're gonna get.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta survey where you are, man. I mean, at the same point in time, right? Okay. On another end, someone could say to me, well, some dude listens to a lot of rap records, so how come they're not able to say it? Are they supposed to every end of a sentence not say it? You know what I mean? I mean, they're saying. I mean, I look at it this way: you survey like you said, you go to a job. You're not gonna walk around all the place and say bitch or the C word. Bitch, you're not going to do that. So you survey your audience and you just, like I said, just don't say it at all and say it within the comforts of, I guess, your home or your peeps or whatever. Not. But don't chance it when you're out in the public because it could be,
life and death.
Life's right there. It could be life right. Personally, me, I don't care. Like I don't. I'm at the stage in my life.
But you're at the I don't care age.
Yeah,
but I bet you there was a 20-year-old Jones when you used to drop that to you.
Oh well, bro. Now let's make this clear. My dad was also a Black Panther.
Okay. See.
Okay. So and his indoctrination with me, for many years, up until probably age 30, maybe. You don't even bother to say that to me.
See?
No
I
way.
see that. Yeah.
But then again, I was in a culture and I was around people where that was far and few between. You know what I mean?
No, I get that.
Maybe in high school that would have happened, but
it's just I was with he passed away actually not too long ago, but I was with this guy and he's a really nice kid, right? I'm not even going to mention his name because I don't want him to be associated. But he got a phone call.
Yeah.
And he's dropping this word. And I assumed that the guy was black on the other. And I kind of looked at him. I'm like, and when he hung up the phone, I was like, bro, like, you're trying to act cool, but you actually look stupid.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't care if the guy on the other line thinks he's letting you slide. He's thinking the same thing. And that's where, like, you got to stop. You know what I mean? Because when it comes out of your mouth and you're trying to lay back like you're in a fucking, you know what I mean, in a Wu-Tang video and you're the whitest guy with glasses.
Okay, Joe.
Yes.
I know this story you're talking about. Give a little more context in the sense of you're talking to another white guy about this. You get what I mean? Because a lot of white people don't talk to other white people about this.
Yes, this guy's white. I'm white. I assume the guy on the phone was black.
You know,
and he's dropping it like he's actually reciting the worst rap video in history or something. And I'm kind of looking at him across from the seat, and I wait till he's done, and I can hear the guy talking, and he's kind of like, yeah, like laughing it off. But I know deep down he wants to say, shut the fuck up.
And And this is the part of when black people say, "Oh, white people, you're privileged, this and that," and y'all see the status quo, but you don't do nothing about it. Here's a prime example of someone doing something about it.
100%, man.
There
It's
you go.
stupid. It's
and
stupid.
People need to realize that.
And I was like, don't do. And I said, if you're gonna do it, don't do it in front of me.
And just for that fact, I appreciate you for that.
Well, bro, like it's funny because when I was dating this one girl and she asked me if I had any white friends, and because I have a bunch of Spanish friends, black guys, and I never thought about it because I don't look at anybody in any fucking way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm friends with people that don't fuck me. I'm friends with people that respect me. Just like I give the same back to them. That's who I'm friends with. I don't give a fuck. I don't go to fucking Alex's house and go, oh, my Chilean friend. Like I don't fucking. That doesn't make sense. My boy. You know what I mean? But the world needs to realize. Like, go ahead, Jones.
To tell you the truth, I'm tired of that word of having any power. To tell you the truth, like
I feel you. I feel you.
I just don't even care. Like, go ahead.
No, I get it.
I'm not giving that word
any power over you.
Any power anymore. Like whatever, you got to say it. Say that's not going to stop me. I'm not going to let one.
Good for you. I get that. I get it. No, but I understand both. I would understand why you wouldn't do anything, just like I would understand Bamboo doing something. I see both sides. I absolutely, because I'd be like, fuck you. I'm not going to get you're not getting this out of me. You're not getting this. I get it. And I can see the next guy going, motherfucker, stop disrespecting me. So I see both sides too. Trust me. In fact, Jones didn't do anything. I'd be like, yeah, I understand. Bamboo slapped the shit out of this guy. I'd be like, yeah, I understand. Because there's two types of emotions. I get it.
Right.
Now, people, feel free to use hopefully you meet a black guy out there and you use the N-word. Feel free that it's the Jones or the Bam. Good luck. Have your gamble, motherfuckers. Like, you know what I want me to tell you? Good luck.
That's not good advice, people. That's not good advice.
What do you mean? I only give good advice here. Only good advice. Roofers fall off roofs. Feel free to call anybody what you want. Good luck.
We'll talk about the roofers.
Anyways, guys.
What's good?
I got very insulted. I work really hard. I get taxed out the ass. All right. I get my fucking pay stub. I get taxed out the ass. Gas prices are so high. Joey don't even speed no more. Presses the eco button on a 4-cylinder vehicle. I don't know why there's an eco button on a 4-cylinder vehicle because it's already eco, but I eco it extra. Okay. So now I'm driving. Now, what blows my mind is there's a street. They have the fucking stupid speed cameras. And I understand they're for schools because people are speeding and these little morons are running on the street. I get it. I get a fucking ticket here, speed camera. It says I went 61 kilometers, which is about 37 miles per hour. So the fucking Americans can laugh about how fucking, yes, I had a jogger run faster than me. I had a 50-kilometer street, okay? Dude, on a Saturday. So there's not even school on Saturday to begin with. It was $75 for this fucking ticket, which I thought I wasn't speeding because I wish I was doing 97 now because, hey, at least we can have a better conversation than fucking driving grandpa style anyways with my eco button on my 4-cylinder vehicle. Is this gone too fucking far, guys? Like these speed like Saturday afternoon, if you actually look at the fucking picture, is me and one other car, another loser that got a ticket. Like, come on, man. How much more money do you want from me? Leave me alone. I drive through it's like the red light ticket, $650, dude. It cost me $800 to get home sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, fucking $250 for insurance, $500 on a car payment, fucking $400 of fuel a month, and you add this fucking bullshit too.
So what you saying? You saying has things gone too far? For you or for everybody?
Oh, for everybody. 61, Jones. 61. I think I saw a guy with a fucking 3-wheel scooter blow by me. What do you mean?
Have you fought it yet?
No, because this doesn't know that it was me, and I don't want to fight it, and then they figure out it was me, and there's demerit points attached to it, so I have to eat this shit.
Yeah.
But the thing is, guys,
it is
61.
It is going too far. But the thing is, you have to understand. So you were going too slow?
No, 61 and a 50.
He was going too slow. They got him.
Well, I really appreciate you thought that because that's what when I saw it said 61, I was like,
right.
At one point, I thought I was 1 kilometer over.
They got
I was like, there's roads that have 50?
I'm telling you this right now. Some of the election promises, or some of the things that the debates, or the things that people want to take care of, I think this year, is speeding.
Mm-hmm.
A huge problem with speeding in the city. Now, I don't really care, but I've actually seen it. I've seen some speeders, and they got their cars and they're moving at certain speeds.
When you're into town, at Strandherd, motherfucker.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So I think you're just the product of that. You're product of those guys. You might have to go talk to some of those guys that decide to get those loud mufflers on their Honda Civic.
Yeah,
they used to be cool.
Yeah.
And they're like, I don't know if I'm getting shot at. I don't know what the fuck's going on. You know what I mean? Like,
they used to be cool.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm not cool anymore. I have a Nissan. I'm not cool. 4 cylinders, 0 mod, 61 kilometers.
But you're still driving fast, bro. You're still driving
61
fast.
kilometers. I probably cruise controlled that shit too.
You're still driving
That's
fast.
the best part. I think I was in the right by cruise. Like, dude, I'm not speeding today. Yes, you are, motherfucker. like, leave me alone.
They gonna get you, Joe. They gonna
leave
get
me
you.
alone.
They gonna get you.
This is where I'm like, dude, there's like, I can't, like, I don't even know what to. And the best part, it said it was October 1st, 5:31. That's a Saturday, which blows my mind because these speed cameras are meant to slow down at school. So obviously there's no school on a Saturday. 5:31. There's me and another bozo on the road. I can see on the camera. But where the fuck was I? I haven't figured out where I went at 5:31, and I never go on this street. But I can't explain that to them. You know what I mean? Because they'll be like, motherfucker, your license plate's on the picture. You know what I mean?
How much is the fine for?
How much? $75.
$75, eh?
Yeah. For 61. And it's about what's that miles per hour? 37, 38 miles per hour? Because we have a lot of American viewers that watch this shit. So now they're laughing. I know yeah, go ahead and laugh, motherfuckers. Yeah, I was going that slow and got a ticket with a camera. And actually, their camera is very nice. It's very clear. But
was it in HD, bro?
Oh yeah. This thing's fucking fantastic, bro. We should have this for the podcast. This camera. That's how nice it is. Bro, I just, I wake up early. I put long hours. I put overtime to eat it. To eat my money. I probably paid for that fucking camera, by the way, to fuck me with 75. And this is where it blows. It's like, well, guys, when you issued this ticket, did you feel great? Dude, was this a victory for you?
They did.
Did you say we caught one?
Yes.
They got you.
Fast and the slow here?
Yeah.
Am I Vin Diesel over here?
We got his old ass. We got him.
Yeah. Now think, back in the day, you got caught by a red light camera, correct?
Oh, many times.
Okay, so but is that taking a red light camera? Or is that,
no, speed.
Huh?
That's a speed camera.
The speed camera. Okay. Well, back in the day, cop would have stopped you, said, "Oh, you're going over 61." You would have probably had to pay maybe $35 instead of 75, except it would have been cash to his pocket and could have stepped, so it would have been better.
I understand that the tickets are more expensive with these cameras because their days are. What it is, for instance, let's say you get caught a red light camera.
Yeah.
Cop pulls you over. You're paying about $380 ticket with 3 demerit points that destroys your insurance for years.
Kills it.
Let's say you blow through one with the camera light and camera and the light.
Yeah.
It's $650, no demerit points. So believe it or not, you're winning in the long run.
Sure.
Wow.
Okay. This is a winning in the long run, believe it or not. Because he would have gave me, first of all, that's bullshit. This cop would have never pulled me over. He would have waited for the dude that was doing 70. That's first of all. But even if he did give me the ticket, this ticket probably would have been $45
True.
Maybe a demerit point. Then my insurance would have went up $45 a month for the next couple of years. By the way, insurance never goes down. So when it goes up, they go, gotcha, never come back down. So, but I said 61. Like, I'm like, I'm curious. Like, what's the slowest? Is it only 50? Like, I don't understand. Like, is 59? They're not going to print out some tickets? Like, I'm trying to wrap my head around. Shut the fuck up, Bam.
They got you, son. They got you.
Bam.
Just take it. Eat
it's not my fault that your car can't go 61. Your piece of shit Jetta.
And that's why I got it.
Yeah.
So I don't get tickets like you.
You got it. I love how he's like, that's what I got. It's the only thing that he can afford. Shut the fuck up, you piece of shit.
That's it. I went down. I went down from the Jeep to that. Fuck that shit. I don't want no tickets. Don't need no fucking.
Oh,
headaches,
he's
bro.
so yeah. I love this guy's the only guy that justifies why they bought it. But that's because there was an old man that said, "Yo, I got a Jetta for sale. Get out."
And to be honest with you, I'm still losing. Cause diesel is fucking 2 something.
Yeah, and your car's a piece of shit, so it burns too much diesel probably.
It's too expensive right now. The gas is crazy, bro. Fucking diesel out of his girl.
I don't
anyway,
know.
Eat the ticket, bro.
Just
let it go.
Eat it for dinner. That's what I got to do, man. I'm fucked. They strike again. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what to do. Moving up in this world's impossible. I can't do it. Yo, D, I can't go out. I got a ticket. You know what I mean? It's over. It is what it is. The city's gone too fucking far. Too goddamn greedy. Cops are You're going to hire more cops, but you're going to give me a ticket with a fucking camera? Well, like, come on, man. Now people have gone lazy. I love getting caught by a cop. At least he was doing his job. You know what I mean? This is too easy now. It's gone too fucking far.
They need to make their money from the COVID-19, bro. That's why they put that up right around that time, man. They need to make that money back, man. And they know they're going to make the money.
Yeah, but the funny thing is, I was probably the only fucking bozo working throughout COVID, so they raped me in taxes then anyways. It's got to stop.
Oh, yeah.
Canada, get your fucking shit together. It's ridiculous.
I can't even drive fast right now anyways. There's a light in my car that's telling me about the tire pressure, whatever, not. It's eating up my fuel consumption. So until I take my car in, man, I could go in and get a full tank, and then I could just go down to the Circle K, and I'm already at a half a tank. I don't know what it is. I got to go take it to Volkswagen.
Holy shit.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. It's something to do with the tire, something. It's eating up my gas like you wouldn't believe, bro.
Yeah, take a look at that. But, I try to drive like Grandpa to save on gas. Yeah, don't go sick. Guys, you guys that know the city, Saint Laurent is not even it's not even a residential street. Like, it's not even one of those like neighborhood streets. It's a fucking street. It's one of the main streets. It's one of the longest streets in our city. And this is how I got busted.
Oh, Saint Laurent? Damn.
Thinking I was following the speed limit at 531 with me and another bozo on the road. Yeah, my bad. I fucked up. Anyways, boys.
Yo.
Jones, I want you back on, bro. We've discussed our next topic. We're not going to mention it right now, but it's going to be hot and heavy. We're going all out on that one, huh? We want. I'm going to be looking for a couple females. We need to have some debates. Ooh, I have to break out my referee shirt.
The adjudicator. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I gotta do the mediator. It doesn't happen too often where I'm the one in the middle. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Jones, man, thank you for taking some time to being with us, bro. I really appreciate you arguing with Bam. Sometimes I need a break.
Oh, yeah.
Bam.
I missed Jones. I missed him. As soon as he started going in, I was like, yeah, Jones, I missed you, brother. Yeah.
Bam's like a hemorrhoid, bro. He's always there on my ass, busting my shit. I don't like that shit.
Boom.
All right, boys. Peace. See you later, guys.